And he sees a big statue in 4 sections, a head of gold, and then a second, third, and a fourth section. Each section represented a world kingdom. The first, Babylon, as Daniel will go on to interpret it. The second is Medo-Persia, the third, Greece, and then the fourth, probably the Roman Empire. Well, so what? Again, what difference does that make? Well, Nebuchadnezzar did not know the interpretation of his dream. He just had the dream. He didn't know what it was about. And so he tells his wise men, if you can't interpret the dream, I'm going to execute you. And Daniel was among them as a wise man. And so they said to him, his wise men, well, tell us the dream and we'll interpret it. He says, no. If you really know your stuff, if you really are soothsayers, you can give me the content and the interpretation. Daniel himself then prays. God gives him the content of the dream and the interpretation. And so he says in Daniel 2:28, O king, God has showed to you what must come to pass in the latter days. And likewise, he says he's revealed it to you. The word, the noun form, apocalypsis, which is our word revelation. He's revealed it. And then in chapter 2, verse 45, he repeats it. O king, God has signified to you what has come to pass. He uses this particular word. So if we're going to let the context of Daniel be influential for verse 1 here in chapter 1, did the king see a vision that corresponded in a one-to-one way with historical reality? In other words, did that image that he saw, was it kind of like a big Godzilla? And was this image going to literally walk through the kingdoms of the world? No. It's like Russia's a bear, and Republicans are elephants, Democrats are donkeys. These are not literal equivalents. And so if we understand that that vision was symbolic, Daniel has to interpret the sections as representing different nations. And so what's going on? John's starting out telling us, you know what? That vision that was symbolic, that revelation that was symbolic for Nebuchadnezzar that Daniel interpreted, it's symbolic. This book is predominantly going to be a symbolic book. In fact,